Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
for real, for real.
My coach.
My coach, trying to light it up.
Yeah. Whew. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Keep small in my lamp. You brothers who cool, better warm it up. Put your feelings in the clown. We come together, you know it up. Say shalom to the champs. Yahuwah, my Midas and honor. Keeping my enemies under. Every day, y'all, I'm learning. Fall down, call it learning. Life always confirming everything that I'm learning. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Keep small in the lamp. We come together, you know it up. Say shalom to the champs. Head first about the righteous. Professional with a license. Keep the lamp full of oil. Temperature on broad. Keep it burning, that's a law. It's operation, no flaw. My own well where I drop. It's brewed life standing top. Only putting out the max. One word I hate is relax. A wink of sleep is enough. This serious look, not a bluff. I can't deal with brothers being soft. Hey, if you don't know the answer, cover mouth like a cough. Everybody got the truth, but nobody wanna do. Should be harmless as a dove, but they wanna play a brute. Strongholds knock them loose. Yahuwah always give a boost. If you're bound to a cruise, we can never make a truce. Signing trees ain't allowed. Brothers hungry for a crowd, never hungry for the scripts. So I cut them at the hip. I can't spell ticks and eat ducks. Tell them right, that's enough. Let the spirit burn them up. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Keep small in my lamp. You brothers who cool, better warm it up. Put your feelings in the clown. We come together, you know it up. Say shalom to the champs. Yahuwah, my Midas and honor. Keeping my enemies under. Every day, y'all, I'm learning. Fall down, call it learning. Life always confirming everything that I'm learning. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Keep small in the lamp. We come together, you know it up. Say shalom to the champs. Say shalom to the champs.
See, the understanding only comes from the Father. Okay? See, you can't.
Shalom, 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 y'all. Shalom. It's Michael Israel. You watching Spiritual Combat. As you could tell by the show title, we have a serious topic today. The title of the show is The Vicious Cycle of Molestation, Rape, and Lust. The reason this topic came up is because this morning on Instagram, a brother messaged me and he requested that, I cover this topic, which when that R. Kelly situation, I guess that movie came out back in January, and then back in November, I did a show similar. It had a similar name. It was I think it was titled R. Kelly, The Vicious Cycle of Rape, Molestation, and Lust. This is the elephant in the room in the Hebrew community, in the black community, in the church community, and just in general, in society. You know what I'm saying? You see people, just having all these strong stances on social media about everything else, the genealogy of Adam and tracking lineage and this nation's this and that nation's that and all this stuff like that. And they got demons on drip because of this right here. Okay? I see there's a lot of distraction and just misleading stuff out there on social media right now, stuff that don't carry any weight. One of the things when I came into this walk, and what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to pull up this Instagram message this brother sent me. It was a video. It was actually a video on Instagram. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. Instagram, it's like weird on a computer. Okay. but it's a video the brother sent me, and it's a young brother interviewing a let's see, turn on, not now. Okay. All right, let me see what I can do here. I might be able to pull it up here somehow. I know I saved it. Okay. Yeah, Instagram doesn't behave the same on your computer as it does on the. Oh, there it is. Wait. Okay, so here we go. I do got it. All praise. So, y'all bear with me. Here we go.
So you told me.
So I'm gonna fast forward it a little. It's if it lets me. Okay, I don't know who this young brother is, but somebody sent me the video, and they said this is a topic that nobody wants to touch or cover, and I agree with them. And the Most High put on my heart, put the show together, do it, get on it, because I speak on this from time to time, but we definitely need to hit on this thing more often. All right, so I'm gonna put this video up here and let y'all watch a little bit of it. It's a young brother interviewing, I guess, kind of an older brother who had been molested. Okay, and then we're gonna watch this. Then we're gonna get into it a little bit. Okay.
Help free somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I've went through. You know what I'm saying? And once I realized, once I realized and had conversations with multiple people, it gave me the courage to really speak out and want to speak out about what my experience was. Because I realized with me freeing myself from it, it would have helped free somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I understand. I'm speaking to that person that I feel ashamed about their experience. I'm speaking to that person that feel inadequate or feel like they have to act out or feel like they have nobody to talk to about it. Like, I've been there before. I get that. But don't be afraid. Like, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to say you were hurt. You deserve that freedom. You deserve that peace,
Another quick question I have for you is what's giving you the courage right now to talk about this?
Knowing that other people experienced it. Knowing that it's a kid right now that's going through what I've went through. I see myself in a kid that was abused, and like, dang, if I don't talk about it, he will never know what freedom feels like. If I'm free at 23 now, imagine if I help unlock that kid's freedom at 10, when the same age I was doing, I was molested. Like, I want to be a light for other people. So many people have experienced this, bro. Like, just want to be that. What gave me the courage was knowing I will help somebody else. And my sole purpose in life is to help others, bro. I want to help unlock people's mind. I want us to walk really in freedom and peace, bro. It's like when Harriet Tubman, found the pathway to freedom, to free us slaves, and she took it. She took them. Like, not everybody wanted to be free. Not everybody had the courage to go with her, but those who wanted receive that freedom. So I'm speaking to everybody. I want that everybody to be free. Like, you don't have to be a slave to pornography. You don't have to be a slave to sex. You don't have to be a slave to what happened to you when you were younger. You can be free. That's
All right, so that's the video the brother sent me. He sent it to me with a message. Yeah, he said, I hear this continuously from my client. Yeah, I don't see where the message is. A lot of people commented on it. And I can tell you, like, with me now, I've never been molested or raped. Y'all know my testimony. I struggled with a spirit of lust and pornography addiction and masturbation, and I wrestled with that, and I got delivered from that. And but this is one of those elephant in the room situations that don't it plagues the community. The way, and it manifests in different ways. It comes out in your personality, and this is one of the things the brother said on Instagram. If you go on Instagram, just go on my Instagram, and because I'm not like the savviest with Instagram yet. I'm learning it, but I'm gonna repost it on my thing so y'all can see it or link it, however I'm gonna do it. But he says earlier in there, this stuff manifests in different ways. A lot of people in the Hebrew community, they struggle with this stuff, and a lot of times they don't even know that it's affecting them. Cause see what happens, people don't face the pain and they just shove it down, and it's operating subliminally or whatever you want to call it, subconsciously, spiritually behind the scenes, and it's almost like going on a switch track or on a railroad, and it's like it just takes you all the way off in another path through your whole life. I know with our women now, and this is why I'm real patient and long suffering with our women, because a lot of the women sit there and they're like, you know what, I ain't submitting to no man. Ain't no man tell me what to do, because one of the big things is with the women, this has affected, men have let them down at the most foundational structural level. Okay, they have been let down by men, because the man is what, the cover. He's supposed to protect them from this, and a lot of times this comes from men, weak ass, watered down, jellyback men. But it's a vicious cycle. That's another thing. The brother on this video I just played, that's another thing he remarked about, is he confronted the person who did it to him, and he was going to kill him. And he said what made him let it go is the person said it happened to me. So it's a vicious cycle of demonic activity. And that's why I'm like so getting ready to back off from a lot of Hebrew community, because they sit there and harp on all this surface level bull crap that's a waste of time. Harping on who's who and who this and I'm this and they that and this, that, and the other. And all these other little wars and stuff that comes up. But at the end of the day, the core levels, man, you gotta get your spirit right. Cause look, Judgment Day come around and you got demons on drip that you in covenant with that you ain't dealt with. Guess what's gonna happen to you? And not even worrying about it on that level is, dude, if you don't get this stuff off you, you're going to end up damaging folks. Because again, it's a vicious cycle. It's just like me. I was struggling with the lust aspect, with the pornography addiction, stuff like that. And until I got that dealt with, if I had continued down that path, it would have manifested. I would have started damaging people eventually. It's Satan, man. This is how he works. But in the meantime, he got everybody worrying about this, focusing on that. Let's get this. So let's tie that into some real stuff. Now, back when I was dealing with the lust and pornography addiction and the masturbation and just looking at porn like a porn crackhead. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was coming into the truth. I was seeking after the Most High hardcore, and I prayed a prayer of deliverance from that spirit, and I was doing supplication. If y'all don't know what supplication is, let's pull that up, because this is the core of how you get these spirits off you, and it's at the core of deliverance. So look at this. All right. So I'll just throw the definition up here. Supplication, the action of asking or begging for something earnestly and humbly. And y'all see me, some of y'all who followed me for a while, see me do teachings on that before, where I define each word that's in the definition of supplication, but it's begging earnestly and humbly for something, desperately, basically. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was asking for the Most High to get that spirit off me when I realized that's what it was. Okay, and he brought it off, and like Elder Rufus just put in there, and that's Elder Rufus. That's exactly what I was getting to. Is deliverance is the only answer. Like there's stuff that you get on you, you realize you got on you that you done wrestled with your whole life. And what you got to do is come to terms with it in your mind that you want it off of you. You got to realize it's there and look at all the working mechanisms. And then you got to seek the brethren and get deliverance. And one of the big things that attracted me has kept me and where I know that brothers and sisters here at Straightway is on point. It's a place to be. There is a huge, see, this is something nobody really be seeing and nobody really talks about, and that I don't see. And I'm not saying it's not in the Hebrew community, but it never comes up, is deliverance, getting these spirits off you. You see what I'm saying? That don't come up. And some stuff when it comes to molestation, rape, lust, that statistic I always talk about with the women. It says it's up to like 70% of black women have been raped or molested by the time they turn 20. Okay, that's what it's up to. It was 50%, but now it's even higher. And truth be told, because there's a brother, he's in the black conscious community. I know most of y'all probably don't even know who he is, but there's a brother in the black conscious community. His name is Irritated Genie. That's what he calls himself. But he did a show that brought tears to my eyes, just talking about the rape and molestation in the black community. And so many black men called, and it was mind-boggling, because black men are different. They're not going to talk about stuff. They're just going to kind of keep it into themselves. I'm sure white men too, you know what I'm saying? This is in our society. We live in a, what would you call, what's it? Sodom and Gomorrah society. Like they're projecting lust through the media on this society. So it's widespread. Men don't talk about stuff. They hold it in, but the way it manifests, somebody's talking about, it was the number he gave was in the 90s. In the 90 percentile of homosexuals that had been molested, raped or molested or something like that. And repeating that cycle, man. It's a vicious cycle. Going back to what Elder Rufus said, man, this stuff, you ain't going to get it off you without deliverance, without spiritual combat, without getting brothers to sit down with you and pray these demons off you. And not just doing that, but turning from this wicked ass lifestyle, man. Because it ain't just, okay, you sit down there with the brothers. The easy part is getting the demon off you and having it come out of you. That's the easy part. You got people who want to wrestle and fight with you when you tell them, hey, don't watch TV. Hey, don't hang with them people. Hey, cut them people off. Hey, change this. Hey, change that. Hey, stay around this group of people. That's where everybody want to start fighting you at. Dude, I'm telling you, when I got my junk off me, I cut everything off. TV, I stopped drinking soda for a minute. Like I was drinking water because I didn't know what was evil and what wasn't. So I erred to the side of caution. You got a lot of our people, they so stubborn and stiff-necked and rock-headed, they want to err to the side of, I want to straddle the fence. I'm just straddling the fence. Well, dummy, Satan owns the fence. Get off the fence. Stay about 10 feet away from the fence. It's like, man, you got to keep this damn thing real. And that's why I'm saying you got to be thoroughly. See, one of the things I had did way back then when I was coming into this is I was studying demonology because I was trying to, I was studying everything, and I came across When Worldly. That's something, some brothers in Straightway, they had brought that up to me, and I remember studying them back then. And if you do a thorough study on this stuff, you realize that demons are real. There's things that influence your thoughts. Dude, they have proven it scientifically that there's a thinker behind the thoughts and how your thoughts could be influenced and how there's interdimensional beings and all this stuff they come into terms with, and they got all these scientific names. It's just they're beginning to scientifically discover the spirit world. That's all it is. But it's real. It's real. Yeah, man. So, but at the end of the day, my Hebraic history, my Hebraic lineage, that's important. That's biblical stuff. That's culture and stuff like that. That's living the culture. I said the Bible is a cultural book, but it's also a psychological book or spiritual book, whatever you want to call it. And now why is it going to remind me about this right now? Okay. So yeah. So we got to remember that. And in the Hebrew community, there's a big neglect of the spiritual. Okay? And when I say the spiritual, I'm not talking about jumping around, getting sweaty, and acting emotional, and being a big dummy and just running around and like you're at a damn music concert. I'm not talking about that spiritual. That's getting emotional. And that's not a sin, but when you sell that to people as they just had a spiritual experience, then now we're off. But I'm talking about dealing with these damn demons we got in us. Dealing with this stuff head on. And not being selfish. Because if you're selfish and you don't deal with this stuff that you wrestling with, you're going to hurt other people. A lot of these women get in relationships and just destroy one relationship after another. One after another. I'm done with men. I'm done with men. It's like, dude, you don't realize you got a demon in you that don't want no man. You married to this damn demon. So he ain't going to let you take on another man. Same thing with the men. You got a lot of men wrestling with lust demons because they got molested. That's what the brother in this video says. The brother in this video right here, that's what he talks about. Is that molestation, that it surfaced at when he got to college as a demon of lust. He was a whoremonger. He was running around with a lot of women. I know at the conference, a brother, he was he has a testimony on this, on dealing with this stuff. So we're gonna have him bring that out. And that's what I'm saying. We're going to be dealing with real stuff at this conference we're going to have in Atlanta. We're not playing around. It ain't going to be no damn music concert so you can get sweaty and emotional. And then I'm going to say, see, don't let Jesus take your joy. All right, go home. And you go home feeling all happy. And I done lied to you and told you had some type of experience. No, we banging on some stuff. All right. Yeah. So, but this is, yeah, man. This is real talk. Like, let me tell you how real this stuff is. Like getting this area of your life, and this isn't your whole life, but this is a part of your life. But it can end up affecting your whole life. This needs to be your full-time job. And your full-time job you have, it needs to be your part-time job. This is how real what I'm talking about here is. If I said you got to get these demons off you, you need some deliverance, you should, if you don't believe in deliverance, you should make it your full-time job to research it, try to debunk it, whatever. If you don't feel right about it, start studying, start reading up on it, get all the information is everywhere at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? This is the most important part of your life to get handled if you're dealing with this stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be damaging people, and that blood is going to be on your hands. Real talk. You know, you got women out there damaging their relationships, damaging men. You got men out here, even more so, damaging women, damaging kids and stuff like that. It's a vicious cycle that needs to be broke. It's not a game, man. Get off spirit. Stop watching Spiritual Combat right now. Start researching this stuff. Going back to what I just said. You got to, Mike, you be talking about straightway, dude. They're doing it. They're big, like I'm telling you, they're huge on deliverance. Now, why would I want to join some group or be around a bunch of so-called brews in the truth, and they not getting demons off? They run around with demons on them, but they know, yeah, but I'm of the lineage of this. See? Okay? Your ass still wicked. You know what I'm saying? Did Judas know his lineage? Who did Christ say Peter was? And he told Satan to come up out of him, right? What about Samuel? I'm sorry, King Solomon. What about King Solomon? The wisest man. What did he know? He knew a lot, right? Come on, man. Get your damn mind right first. Then worry about all that other stuff that y'all out there distracting yourselves with. Because you can know all the lineage and bloodline this and Hebrew that and all this other stuff. You can know all this stuff you want. Dude, if you laid it down with these demons, guess what? It don't matter. That's why I'm like always blown away by these people who act like salvation is history knowledge. It ain't. Because our people knew exactly. Guess what? When the Roman army was running their asses up out of the land, they knew who they was. They knew more than you know. Mr. Hebrew Bible scholar, they knew all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to keep it 100 when it comes to this stuff, man. At the end of the day, it comes down to, do you got demons on you? Because that's what it's all about. That's why it's called spiritual combat. That's why when I see these dudes who their whole ministry and everything they talk about is Bible knowledge, Bible Academy, Bible knowledge, this. Yehuda Bahashim Ya Israel Ya Yehuda Ya Waya and all that. And Michael Israel, la 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 la, heathen this, Gentile act, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but do you got demons? That's what I'm like. Yeah, man, because it's not a game out here, man. People can say whatever they want, but it ain't, you know. And look, truth be told, I got my deliverance when I was still in Christianity, but I was pressing towards the mark. It's about where's your heart at? Like, what do you? And then I see these brews out here. They swear they it because they got all this history and culture knowledge. Yeah, you live this way, you do this way, and you say this way, and they are that, and they are this, and I am that because my parent was this, and my father was this, and my mother was that. But then you got demons on you, cause see that, and then you go out here and you watch people's footwork, and they can't hide it, dude. You can't, like, when you grounded, when Most High done bless people with a spirit of discernment, you just watch folks' footwork and you see the demons. I'm like, okay, I see you. Some of these people, you could name the demon they got on. So yeah, man. So Brother Patrick put, it's all distractions to keep you from the real truth. Getting your damn mind right. That's right, brother. That's right. Yeah. So brother put GMS teaches to rape 12-year-old girls. So GMS is called Great Millstone. They are a break off of One West, or the original One West, under Elder Tahar, whatever his name is. And yeah, they teach where that scripture where it says when she reaches the flower, what they teach, their lust-filled doctrinal understanding of that scripture is the flower of her age. They teach that to mean when she has her period. But then when you read in the Apocrypha, I think it's Second Ezra or something, but when you read in there, it talks about a man reaching the flower of his age. And that means when he's matured at a certain age. It has nothing to do with what they're trying to twist it to mean. So yeah, like the brother said, these people, man, I keep telling y'all, man, I've been around all through Israel. And like Elder Rufus told me a while back, he's like, man, all Israel ain't Israel. Trust me, Sister V's put, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Saying, and that's these people up here getting caught up. Like I do, I found out who my father is. Like we had our I got the papers around here because we had a family reunion on my father's side of the family. Okay, we did. Maybe about 5-6 years ago, I think. I'm not sure how long. And then we also had a family reunion on my mother's side even longer. And they tracked, like, on my father's side back to Virginia and then to Carolina, I think North Carolina or something like that. Tracked our family back. A lot of them is in Colombia and stuff like that. Same thing my mother's side. So I did all that. Hey, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean you in there. If you want to experience some peace, get your mind right, man. I be telling people, man. And it just, man, we be getting, and I know we got sucked into that whole thing over there with Oswald Bates over there in the Bible Academy over there, and all that damn confusion he's talking. And I had to repent of that silliness because it wasn't nothing but Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power, and Robert Greene, The Art of Seduction. He was using all those manipulation techniques in there. They're wizards over there. I had to repent of getting sucked into that silliness and putting it out there and getting other people sucked into them clowns over there. When at the end of the day, we got to be about the Father's business, about getting our minds right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, work on the inner man, like the brother said in there. Yeah, that's right. So, brother, from your understanding, is there a specific age when a woman can marry, or is it just based on maturity? It's based on maturity. And see, the other thing, when our men and women would marry each other, the fathers were involved. There weren't women running around out here uncovered and like that. You know, it wasn't like that. And the other thing, you'd marry him, and the man would stay with him. The thing that have everybody, the thing that be screwing folks up and getting them demonically possessed is people are getting in these relationships, having sex and stuff, and then I know, basically, just to make it simple, a soul tie is formed, and then when you tear that, it's spiritual damage. So you put together people who got their minds right, and you have wise people, elders, not grays. A gray is somebody with gray hair, but they a dumbass. So we just call them grays. Okay? But we talking about elders, people with gray hair and wisdom, who got some discernment. Oswald Bates over there at the academy over there, that's a gray. Them a bunch of grays. You know, they got gray hairs, but you know, some examples of some real elders is like Elder Rufus. You know, folks like that, like people who when they talk, you can see they got some damn sound judgment, not silliness. You know, but anyway, back when you look in our book, when you look at our culture, there wasn't no dating. The marriages were set up and arranged, and it was wise men involved who knew the people. The families would know each other. Okay? So it was good. It was good. So it was, but yeah, you gotta, if you, cause somebody, I get a lot of, contact and information or whatever, but somebody was like, hey, you know, they said my elder told me don't mess with this dude, but I'm messing with him anyway, or something. Should I keep messing with him? I was like, no. No, don't. If the elder, and I don't even know who the elder is, I was like, but err to the side of caution. Don't mess with him. Move on. You know? So, yeah, it's, you got to do it that way. But you got, hey, you girls be quiet. So, yeah, you gotta, let's see. So somebody put, yes, from my understanding, the father's consent is a necessary part of the deal. That's a big part of what the dowry is all about. Thanks for taking the question. Yeah. You gotta, and that's another reason why I be talking about, hey, straight ways on point, because dude, the chances of you going out there and meeting somebody and it going right, like, it's slim, it's messy, man. People got damage on them. You saw the number I said with the molestation and lust thing, and the rape, all this stuff plays into why relationships are so disastrous. Why people are married for years and it's just tumultuous. You know, this thing is huge. It's the elephant in the room, and it has to be dealt with. And you're not ready to get in a relationship if you ain't dealt with all this stuff. So that again, going back, that's why it's imperative you need to get involved in an organization that's structured and organized where there's somebody like I said in the other lesson, there's somebody that can sign off on that woman that you're interested to. And then for that woman who's interested in that man, there's somebody who can sign off on that man. And then for that, and you're committed to this organization because you know they'd be right there. So when that elder tells you, look, sister, don't be batting eyes and looking at these dudes. Right now, you a damn mess. You need to take 6 months or a year to get your mind right. And you got to trust that information. So whoever that was who had reached out and they were like, and I don't know exactly what the situation was, but basically somebody said, hey, don't talk to each other. But they talked anyway. And you a mess. Yeah, you gonna reap the benefits of that one for sure. All right. Shalom, Miss Israel. What are your thoughts on homeschooling? Do it. Do it. That's another big thing, man, that I'm thankful to the Father for is for the homeschooling. Like I pulled my kids out of school because of the straightway model and how they work. And let me hit on this because I'm glad you asked that question because I guess Pastor Dow posted some message today that he did at the Great Gathering Hebrew Conference. And somebody got in there, oh, it's more important than community. Why community? We got to worry about this, that, and other. Look, ain't nobody, you need to come out of the stuff. The reason for coming out of her is happening right now. They done turned the fire up. They done turned the heat up on this pot. Madison and Samantha. Yes. Y'all come sit right here real quick. Come on, move fast. Come on. Come on. Sit. You sit there. Sit in the other chair. So they turn the heat up slowly on this society to where right now there's shootings at Walmart. They got Transformers doing storybook readings with your kids at the libraries and Gafers, reading books to your kids at the library. They're pushing that Transformer and Gafer agenda in your schools. Okay, they are shooting. School shootings are the new norm. The politics ain't just a kind, respectful political debate anymore. Folks getting their heads busted open and damn near resulting in wars. They kidnapping kids left and right. Like you can't even let it, when you're outside your door of your house, your kids literally can't leave your field of vision. You gotta have weapons on drip in this society. The food is confirmed poison everywhere. Need I go on? I mean, you are a debt slave. The harder you work, the harder you work. Period. With no insight. And then somebody comes with a solution, and you got. I'm thinking of the silliest name I could give them. Just say, I ain't gonna come up with them because then people are like, Mike, you speaking profanity. But you got these clowns out here that have no fruit, no works, no solutions, just a bunch of stupid knowledge of scriptures they done twisted coming in here saying nothing. Like the dude typed like 3 paragraphs and I was like, man, I got like 3 sentences until I was like, all right, I'm done. It don't take that long to convey some truth. Samantha, sit down. Turn around. There you go. Yeah, so it don't take that long to convey truth. You see what I'm saying? Here you go. I watch and Pastor Dow just reposted the message on YouTube, or wherever he posted. You watch his 40-minute message, and it'll change your whole life. You'll have your kids out of these. You'll be educating your kids yourself instead of letting your enemy teach your children at their most influential stage in their life. See, what's his solution to that? What are these clowns' solution to that? They tell you, oh, they literally have something to say about that. I don't even know what the hell it is. Why would you give your kids to your enemy to educate and to indoctrinate, or whatever the hell you want to call it, at their most influential, moldable age? They have no answers. Why are you sending your wife out in a dangerous place to get shot? Where there's workplace shootings, there's school shootings, they go to Walmart to get some groceries, they shoot them there. These same people, oh, you ain't gonna get out of Babylon. That's what they'll tell you. How you gonna isolate yourself? Oh, you shouldn't live by the gun. These people are just agents of Satan trying to have you out here getting killed. Send them to school. Send them to the child molester. All this silliness, dude. Again, I'm going to say it again. People could get mad if they want. Man, there's a lot of these Hebrews out here, they just low-key wicked as hell. They deceptive, but they wicked as hell. Anyway, what did you say here, Elder Roof? He said, and straightway, and Elder Roof is just saying straightway produces great marriages. He said, or take 2 or 3 years to get your mind right. Elder Roof has said 2 or 3 years, okay? People don't want to do that. They ain't that serious about it. They ain't really into it, right? Like that, okay? What else y'all say here? I have built a home liberty for then to read books. That's good. Okay. Moti, you said, I have built a home library for them to read books. Hey, email me how you did that. What you mean by that? You said, yes, so true. I no longer take the children to the... Oh, okay, you better home. Let me know how you did that, Brother Mo. It's a damn... Yeah, it's bad out there. We read the scripture as our main source of information. Thank you for taking the time to answer a question. Yeah. And these other people just read the scripture to... This is what these so-called Bible academies and Bible University and Master Moray this and Super Teacher that and Master Prophet this, and they got all these names, and you, when you listen to them talk, they got this smooth, educated, prideful speech, and that's all it's about. Let me show you how much I know, how much cultural, biblical, historical knowledge and philosophy, a vain abstract philosophy I have. But when you try to apply it in your life, you ain't got, it don't work. It's not applicable to real life. And then everybody's issue with Pastor Dow is everything he says is practical and applicable to life. You can apply it to life and it brings fruit. That's what fruit is. Fruit ain't learning history lessons and philosophy lessons from some clown. That's not what fruit is. Fruit ain't amassing Bible knowledge. That's not what fruit is. Fruit is stuff that works. Somebody said, okay, I started with the scriptures as the main source and also learned more about history. I see in the Bible that Daniel and Moses, etc., were knowledgeable in history. Yeah, they were. But they had their minds right, too. You understand the practicality of what I'm saying? Is King Solomon had more knowledge than everybody. You know what I'm saying? Peter was knowledgeable. Judas was more knowledgeable than everybody involved on my thing right now. But if you ain't got your mind right, it don't mean nothing. It means zero. what means everything is having your mind right. Okay, that's kind of all I was saying. All right. So yeah, Elder Rufus said 6 months is not enough time. Yep. And a lot of y'all need you know, you need time to get that lust demon off you and to get spiritually strong and build up that spiritual fortress. You know what I'm saying? All right. But yeah, y'all. Let's see. Oh yeah. So, but that. Did y'all have any questions, comments, concerns? I'm looking at them right now. Yes, you are. Right. They did. Yeah. That's why I stopped getting so caught up in knowledge, in genealogies, and all this cultural stuff. When I realized that you got all these people, they so harping on all this, where they from and who they are and all this stuff. House ain't in order, family ain't in order, life ain't in order, And one of the big things to getting this thing right is you gotta, Madison, go put him back out there and come back and sit down. One of the big areas that you gotta get handled and taken care of is your time. You literally got people telling you to get Cadillacs or loans. Go get a loan and go get a Cadillac and you be blessed. And they're implying that. And if you go along with that, you're gonna be a debt slave. What do I mean being a debt slave? You gotta work to maintain this lifestyle, and that consumes your time. Now you ain't got time to get your mind right, get everybody's mind right around you. One of the big things you need to be doing along with getting your mind right is like simplifying your life so you're not having to slave for Babylon to get your mind, so you're not spending your time. Hold on. Yeah, you're not spending your time slaving for Babylon to get your mind right. You got your own time to do the things you need to do to be set apart. Okay? So yeah, that's a big part of it. Getting off the Babylon's treadmill. There you go. That's a better way to say it. And how do you get off Babylon's treadmill? You ain't gonna do it by yourself. So these loner, solo, Rambo Hebrews out here, they wicked as hell too. They out here struggling. When the book tells you iron sharpens iron, forsake not the assembling of yourselves one to another. Like the spiritual growth you have to do to be able to work together and come together with your brothers and sisters, it requires a lot of spiritual growth and development. Okay? Somebody asked, how long does it take for fruit to come on a tree? He put years. Yeah, Elder Rufus put years, man. Yep. And Brother Jordan Wood put faith without works is dead. And look, that's another, I got that lesson, coming up with a Shabbat. My Shabbat morning lesson is fruits or works. I don't know what I'm going to title it. But we're going to talk about it. And what I'm going to do is very plainly and very simply show you how to look at fruits. I'm going to show you the lack of fruits out there for people who claim to be fruit trees, and you ain't seen a damn orange or apple off them yet. You don't even know what the hell type of tree they are. because you ain't seen them produce nothing. Okay? But we're going to get into that. That's going to be this weekend's lesson. I hear a lot of talk in the Hebrew community, and I just looking around, I don't see anything at all. And that's why I'm about to slow down these shows and put my feet to the ground so folks can see that footwork, man. Because it's real, man. You got people laden with demons and lust and just walking around with spiritual damage on them. And people claiming that the answer is knowing that you are this, you that, this your lineage, getting caught up in stuff that don't matter, clearly, that you can quickly debunk with the book. Like real quick and simple. Surface level stuff. Somebody asked, can you still have a coming out mindset while living in the city? I mean, until you're able to come out. So Brother Mo, this is the way I put it. First, it comes in your mind and it naturally, like by the time I got up to the Great Gathering Hebrew Conference and I talked to Brother D and then Pastor Dow delivered those messages, like my mind was already working out. How do I get out of this? I knew I was in a rat race. Like once you get your mind right, you realize you don't want nothing from Babylon. You don't want a new shiny car. You don't want to go on vacations to their little wicked ass vacation spots. You don't want to be around they wicked ass people. So you already wanting to get away from them. You already wanting to spend more time around your people doing simple things. You're not attracted to they silly ass media, TV, all that stuff. So you already got a spirit to come out of them. So that when you see, like that message Pastor Dow just posted on YouTube today, when you see a message like that, you already are in a mindset you're thirsty for. So when you see these clowns on here that's low-key hating on it, all you do is look at their life. If you can even see what the hell's going on with them outside some Facebook or YouTube posts or videos. So but yeah, you're already ready to get around like-minded people like the book says, So can you still have a coming out mindset while in the city? And there's people in the cities right now getting themselves together, okay? And when you have this spiritual development, you're going to naturally, magnetically come together with like-minded people. And you're going to be able, because you have a righteous spirit on you, you'll be able to work together with it. You'll be able to selflessly, with integrity, which is another big thing lacking in the Hebrew community, work together with people, okay, and be able to practice group economics, because group economics, let's be 100, group economics takes integrity, and our people don't have integrity. They don't keep their word. Y'all saw the message I did. They're slaves to sin. I'm not coming together with anybody on any meaningful way who's struggling with lust demons, with molestation demons, with rape demons. I'm not dealing with them. Who's not practicing deliverance. How am I going to come together and live side by side with you when you just like these wicked ass people out in the world? But you in the truth, and you know you a brew, and I'm this, and I'm from the lineage of that, and all this crap. But it's going to be messy. Something's going to happen, okay? So, yeah. But when you get around people who've cleansed their minds and their minds are right, you literally can't stop coming together and freeing yourself and coming out from under Babylon and putting your resources together and trusting them around your kids and with your finances and all this stuff, okay? So, yeah, man. Yep. That's what it is, man. So all these people, these Hebrew hokey pokey people want to have 1 foot in Babylon and 1 foot out. And nah, my ministry is Facebook. I'm doing the Most High's work on Facebook. Yeah, okay. All right. I hear you talking with your YouTube and Facebook ministry. You know, that shit. And if you can't see these folks' footwork, leave them alone. I'm telling you. You know? So somebody said, coming out of her applies to many things. Heathen customs, practices, schooling. Yeah, but it first starts with your spirit and your mind. A lot of people got to come out of these demons that they're infested with. They got to come out of that first, you know? Because you could come out of her and get on some land, but guess what? Them demons going to come with you to that land, right? All right. We're going to keep it 100 on that. Anyway, y'all, yeah, that's what it is, man. That is how we need to come out. Hold on 1 second. Okay? In that manner. Well, Elder Rufus, Sister Aviz, Elder Rufus could give you insight on that, because you talk about self-deliverance, but Elder Rufus, he will type something in there to give you insight on why it's better to do it with your brothers and sisters. Okay? Because a lot of people they make excuses to stay isolated. And that's why there's no spiritual growth in them. Okay? And what we have to do is focus on iron sharpening iron. You know? So yeah. But so anyway, yeah, y'all. That is the lesson, man. That it's something that I'm gonna try to hit on a lot more often, because that's a huge elephant in the room in the black community, in the Hebrew community. The Christian community breeds it. You know what I'm saying? And also in society as a whole, and it's getting worse. And we need to stop getting distracted by these so-called Hebrew clowns out here on varying degrees that's not hitting on nothing. They just out there just being a distraction. That's why I done unfollowed so many people, and I'm unfriending a lot of people so I can accept the friend request of this huge influx of people who come on. I guess a lot of them are straightway people and stuff who they're serious minded, and they want to, they're serious about this word. So I'm in the process of doing all that, but it's a lot. Yeah, it's tedious. So whenever I'm just sitting around waiting, I'll be going through there, making room, bringing folks in. All right, but anyway, with that said, y'all, I appreciate y'all tuning in. What I'm going to do is take y'all out with this song from my brother Mike from NYC. It's called TikTok. It's featuring, y'all sit down. It's featuring Pastor Corey and Deacon Nigel. Miguel. There you go. Y'all said, well, Mike, why you keep saying that? Yeah, so it's featuring them. It's an awesome song. Listen to the words in the song, though. It's good. So anyway, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Michael Israel. You watching Spiritual Combat. Shalom.
Time is of the essence, so please take the message. Tick tock, tick. Let's talk. Why you playing games? You really think y'all gon' change? His word is forever, settled in heaven and in any rain. Get your mind on point. Satan is here to destroy. And if he can get you to fall away, his kingdom will rejoice. You gotta stay walking in the spirit. Pay attention to that small still voice. Keep your mind and heart on Yah, and he will keep you strong. Can't you see what's wrong? You gotta catch them thoughts at the door. Cause if it comes through, that's where you make agreement, and that will be a downfall for you. Talk. Time is on the clock. You don't know how long you got until your heart stops. Time is of the essence, so please take heed to the message. Tick tock, tick tock.
Look, Noah told him it was gonna rain every day for 120 years straight. But everybody thought he was crazy, still the same. Nothing's new, nothing changed. The king coming back soon, no sin, but straight fire in his eyes, no embers. Weeping and gnashing the teeth, and the baddest elites gonna blast in they briefs. I'm talking bows be falling while Babylon is falling. You better heed the calling, most will receive a flogging. So while they protest holiness and righteous living, I stay focused. Working out my salvation like a bow flex. Steady sticking out his spirit, SOS. Cause Satan stay doing the most to make you know less. While y'all's hand moving steady like a Rolex. Jacob so blessed. We go.
Tick tock. Time is on the clock. You don't know how long you got until your heart stops. Time is of the essence, so please take heed to the message. Tick tock.
Hey.
Tick tock.
Yo, time is of the essence. Time's the only blessing. For the elect's sake, gotta shorten time to save Jake. White man, brown man, yellow man. Y'all coming back for the other man. All the tribes of the earth is gonna mourn. You better check your clock and the type of seeds that you be sowing. Yo, time is really ticking, sin ain't really stopping. Listen to my words, it's truth I'm really dropping. Ain't no issue while you living and got breath. Commandments over traditions is what's left. Listen to the trumpet shout, shepherd about to check out.
Talk. Time is on the clock. You don't know how long